Going on 2-2-0. We got a game here. We got a little put this microphone a little closer here. A little game that doesn't mean nothing. I just learned that I clinched the division with playing only with I can go 8-9 and clinch the division, man. I can lose my next 4 games and that'll be it. So we're just in kind of mess around mode a little bit. We're just trying to try some new players out at the quarterback position. I'm thinking that maybe my guy might retire next year. You know, Matt Stafford. So going into the last season, I want to see if maybe I might be able to let Pickett be my quarterback. So we're going to do a little bit more passing this game. We'll try to keep it balanced, try to make it a good game. Not going to OD and be extra special. But, you know, we're going to mess around. So anybody who watches this game on the broadcast, just know, you know, we're just kind of playing right now, trying some things out. Not really stressing anything because it doesn't matter, man. My division is so non-competitive this year that I can do this, and that's pretty sad, but that's how it works sometimes, you know what I mean? So, all right, let's just get this thing going. I'm going to talk a little bit about the league, too, as I go along. Have some thoughts I want to go over. Let me just get lined up. Of course, this formation is not what I want to see right now. All right, we're in big nickel. Of course, this is all screwed up. All right, so again, like I had just said, the division is pretty much locked up. And the reason why I'm going to do some more of these broadcasts, it's good for me. It's actually therapeutic, man, just to talk to myself if nobody even listens. And I'm always going to give a little bit of tips, a little bit of thoughts on why I'm doing stuff, you know, as it happens. So, you know, we're just going to play ball and just see how it goes. Oh, that's crazy. I would have been standing right there. But, again, like I said, we're just going to play ball here. I'm not concerned with the win. Some stuff going on, man. We got some new players in our league. I'm playing one of them right now. You know, scheduling is important, man. I'm going to talk about that right now. Hold on. Let me get this set up here. Scheduling is important. You know, it's just a matter of respect just to kind of give the next man an idea of when to play. Everybody has busy lives. Most of us are grown-ass men with children, jobs, commitments, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take a lot sometimes unless you work a job where you can't have your phone. I get that. I understand that. But, you know what I'm saying? If you have a job, just check your phone. Most of us have smartphones. You can just hop on that bad boy and just schedule your game or just at least tell your opponent that you can't play. You know, all that "are you ready right now" type of shit, that don't work, man. I hate that. So anybody that wants to join any league that I have any influence in, just don't do that, man. Don't try to hop on the game and say, "Hey, are you ready to go?" I understand maybe if we've talked before about the game and you're not sure, you know, we're not sure what's going on, I get it, but at the same time, don't make that a habit. You know, that's not cool. That's not respectful to the other men in the league, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my play sheets up here. I don't even have these things pulled up. Alright, anyway. Doubles. I'll just go with this. Come on, Robert. Not the best defense, but I'm actually going to play with this guy. I never do this. You got to make that play, linebacker. That dude should not be open. I was getting ready for the zig route right there. That's what I thought was coming. Zig route defense has become one of the primary things you got to do in today's game, right? Because everybody runs it, right? So, again, if somebody runs it repetitively like 10, 15 times a game, that's a problem, you know? Otherwise, I'm not too concerned about it. Let me get out of this defense. I'm about to get my butt ripped. Let me get this thing set up over here. As you see, this dude hit me up. Are you free now? I just hopped on the game. Just ate some dinner and just hopped on the game. So I'm not even prepared right now. I'm just calling stuff. Here we go. Let this dude rock. Probably a run play. I should have been in a better defense. I don't even, that defense is not even set up. Let's get this thing set up. We'll let this dude rock. Let Smith come out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go back to Mitchell. And nothing much materializing.
So like I said, man, just scheduling is important to me. I think that's something that's changed over the years. You know, it's not even changed. I think a lot of guys are really good at scheduling. I'm not going to sit here and talk trash. I just think that some people don't take it serious, and they expect their opponents to be ready whenever. That's not fair to the opponents, you know what I mean? So I think that needs to be worked on a little bit. There you go. Good job, Mooney. All right, so now let's talk about the division, man. That's crazy that right now my division is just purely a bunch of guys who are either new, who quit the game mentally, or yeah, that's pretty much it. I got 2 guys that are new, and I got 1 guy that mentally quit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not cool, you know? But I don't want to say he mentally quit, but you know, I just feel like he's not playing where he should be playing, where he was playing before. So something's changed, you know what I'm saying? Something's changed, and that's why I say mentally quit. It doesn't seem like he's playing with the same type of energy that he was playing with earlier in the cycle. And I think it comes from just frustration. You know, that happens to a lot of people. But you got to have your own fun somehow, some way. That's just the way it has to be, man. See, right now, this guy is in a 3-3 odd defense, and he has a violation on the field, because I'm pretty sure that number 2 is a DB. One of those 3 inside backers is a DB. He's playing a nickel front with a DB. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I hit this dude up about in Messenger, and he didn't respond. So it's unfortunate that he's playing the game with a violation, because it's probably could lead to something. But we try to hit him up. We try to let him know. It's a shame. It's a shame. All right, let's go with 2x2. This could be cover 0 here. Looks like you're right. All right, we'll just keep this play on. I should be passing the ball more right now. All right. I really want to boot right now. Let's just boot off of something simple. All right, let's see if Pickett can do this right here. Of course, there's always an extra guy to this side. I'm going to do it anyway, just give myself some room here. 1 through, 2 through, 3 through. There we go. But yeah, so that's just a boot play there. Something I want to get into a little bit more once I start getting some more speed out there on at the QB position, overall speed at every position. Why did I do this every time? Is that play? I keep thinking it's a jet play. Why do I keep picking just regular Joan? Oh man, that's bad. What is going on? I keep picking the play in the middle, not the one on the right. That's bad. Did that last game too, man. All right, let's just get into Obama. This is not a tight game, man. This is not a tight game at all already. You can just tell. Obama is just smash concept. Both sides trying to hit the flat. pretty much try to hit the flat or the corner on 2 or 3. That's my count mechanism in my brain. We got potentially a flat corner over here. I think that's what's happening. I think it's cover 3. Yeah, I might be running right into danger in this play. Let's take a timeout.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here.
We could just go with a flood play. If he's going to play zone coverage, if he stays with that, we could just go with a 3rd down flood play. Should be pretty good. Into the boundary. Let's do it like that. Alright, now we're getting something else. I'm not sure. Gotta go through my reads.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Rhodes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be.
Alright, let's go back to this. I want to do the run game, but I want to get that play action game going too. Let's go with high red zone. Let's take a shot. Like I said, we're going to be a little bit more aggressive here. Go right with the rider play right now. See how it works. See if we can get over the field with Cooks. Hopefully we get no pressure. He's going to chase me out of this play. I might have been able to stop and throw that back. I just figured with the user safety that play was dead. Alright, let's go with, here's my red zone plays. I haven't played so much. I don't even know where my plays are. Jeez, I don't think I have my red zone plays in here at all. It's bad. I can't go play. Alright, we'll go with this one. We'll go with Patriot. Alright, so we should get Wilcox. Red zone, let's see, we're 9-9. That's what my coach suggestions have, red zone plays. Just run the ball.
Nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line. They've got something down on here. They put it in the end zone.
Let's go a little waggle. Wow, he's not even trying to stop the run play. Okay, I guess we're just going to run Sting. I'm going to run to my right side.
Another try for Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around.
All out blitz. It's fine.
There, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great.
And it's caught for a Rams touchdown.
Cover 2, easy look. Slant play should be open. Alright, let's get this crazy ass broadcast. Make sure everybody can hear it. Who wants to hear it in my league?
Extra point by Gaines.
1 second.
It's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one home. It's a touchdown.
Slot. Let's go cover 1.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
We'll cover 1 here. Matchups on the tight end might be rough. See how it goes.
Now play fake. Lance. Man open. It's Debo Samuel. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
All right, man. Let's see what we got here. Let's just call some plays. I'm not even gonna stress this. We're probably gonna get a blitz. Most people, after they throw a pick, they're gonna get mad and they're gonna get you. Cover zero blitz. So I'm gonna hit them with the out route from number 2. Easiest way to get off a cover zero blitz. What did I say? As long as the throw by Pickett is there, that's what we want to see. 1 throw, 2 throw.
That's into the hands of t220r. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's get the zig route out the way early. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get this play. I haven't run this in about 2 weeks. It's not a designed zig. It's not the first read, but it's in there. Shadow Monkey didn't like this play. See if we can get this done. That's the first read out. As soon as that corner backs up in cover 3, just throw it out. It's easy. Good corner might make that play. That throw was a little bit high, but I mean, it went up the field a little bit, but I did pass it up because I don't want that throw to go out of bounds. I got to work on that. The one thing about Pickett is his throwing motion's a little bit like delayed. It's not throwing motions. It's that Stafford has the, what is it? I forgot what it's called. The quick release, the quick draw. So, just in general, his throwing motion feels faster, especially with pressure. It comes out faster, but you know, I think I can make my reads quick enough with Pickett and be all right, man. We'll see how that goes. I've been playing a lot of cover 1. I'll play some more quarters. Let me see if we get some quarters in cover 6. I hate cover 6 to this, but I'm gonna do it here. Make sure my shit is set up. Hopefully these guys will be able to ball. We're going to play, where is it at? There we go, cover 6. To empty. Oh, why is it screwed up like that? I couldn't really get what I wanted. Got cover 2 to the boundary. Should have been flipped, but I flipped the defense. It's annoying. That's why sometimes I understand why people just want to play base defenses and just call like 3 defenses, because sometimes you get into this funky stuff. You get guys lined up all crazy. Second back bunch. We're going to play cover 6 again. Try to get this backside corner cloud flat. I'm going to play some buster over here. Expecting the ball to go to the flat quickly. Alright, 34. Anybody watches my streams, I mean, 34 cover 1 is my baby, but I gotta try to disguise it better and play some other coverages. Let's go with let's play some 3. Cover fire zone 3. Let's see if these guys can play well out here. See if the zig route can get covered. That was actually me clicking on the guy and trying to pick the ball off. That wasn't a user swap. It's kind of weird. Let's go punt safe man in case he messes around.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All right, we got to work with some passing like I talked about. So if I throw some picks, it's all right. Right now, I'm okay with that. See if we can get some hammer dagger here. Got to get my reads better.
set to begin their next drive.
That out route should be open versus this cover 3.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned
Go with let's go a little Buffalo play here.
This is the NFL. Any given Sunday,
2-3 throw. Okay.
they're guarding against the upside.
Well, that's a bad throw.
it's incomplete. Took a shot.
He was open.
He took a shot there.
All right, let's go with something safe. Let's go to RPO. Let's go with this one. I don't love that my big receiver is going to be catching this ball, but it's all right. On the RPO, if the ball's thrown outside, it's going to be Wilcox, who's my big X receiver. I don't like that, but see how it goes. Yeah, if I try to run into this front, I'll probably get my head smashed. See what this linebacker does, though. Yep, gave it to me. There we go. Something easy for Pickett. Let's go with mesh. I don't really run this play too often. Oh, this is out of Debo package. I don't want this. I think I have that in there so I can motion to it to remind myself to get to it. So this Debo package, I like to line up like this and motion down to the Debo package or shift down to it. Puts your slot receiver, whoever's playing in slot, will get into that Debo package. I'll try to wait, let the defense get set so it's not too cheesy. Cover 0. I'm gonna try this out and see what happens. All right, so if I have any time whatsoever, you hope that maybe. I mean, come on, Mixon got to be open, right? If not, one of these shallows. Hopefully, we see what happens here.
Pickett right back to the air again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
It depends on who was blitzing, All right, let's go with. Let's run the ball.
Difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Inside handoff to Nixon.
I probably should not run at Fred Warner, right? It's probably pretty stupid. Let's go back to these very fine sheet. Alright, let's try it out. Let's see. Play action, play on third down like this. Let's see if it works.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Taking a shot here.
Off play action, Pickett.
Nope. Whoa, shit. This dude just dropped. There's no way he didn't rush and then come back out. Let me look at the replay on this. There's no way he didn't rush and not come back out in that play. Maybe he got caught on the guy wrong, but there's no way. He definitely rushed and he just stood there and then came out late. That's some bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. Can't stand that. He was like caught in no man's land. I just didn't see him. You can play this game back and forth all day. If you keep checking it, you're going to go off sides. Told you.
Whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
All right, let's see. Still a little heat at this dude. Let's get lined up.
Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Get the fuck out of here. That's my fault. I stopped playing. I could not stop playing, man. He's probably down though. They might review this. I think he was down early. I think the ball was... He was tackled. Yeah, that wasn't a fumble. They're going to bring this back. Guess not. They're going to let it go. Ooh, Pickett. Poor Trey Lance has not developed. Next year, hopefully on the 49ers. I don't think that shouldn't, that should be something set in stone from now to from this point forever. We got to make sure Trey Lance does some work, man. If he plays, make sure he get him right. Shit. What the hell? I can't get my guys lined. Damn it. Wow. I don't know what he was thinking. He must have been thinking I'm gonna throw it to the tight end, and then as soon as he saw me on the tight end, he just gave up. Let's talk about Smitty. I'm gonna say this. Let me talk about Views real quick. Views is a guy I play with in a non-switch league. So a non-switch league is a league where you can't switch your defenders when the ball's in the air, which is where a lot of non-sim play happens. Throwing the ball, adjusting your guy, rocket catching, sliding, swerve catching, all that crap, right? That's where a lot of the non-sim really happens. And a lot of people who, play in our leagues in 220 and whatnot, they're used to that because that's the way they played the game back in 2005 or whatever, It's not like it's anything different to what they're not used to. So, saying all that is that a non-sim league usually has a lot more strict rules. I'll talk about that in a second after the snap. One of the big rules that you have in a non-switch league, besides not switching, and you can switch if the ball is run or if the ball is caught, you can switch to your defender, closest defender, and make a tackle. So don't think non-switch means you have to just let the computer play. That's not the case. Really, the biggest thing is sometimes running the ball. So I could have took that run and maybe bounced it outside. And there's a rule in most non-switch leagues, or as I call super strict sim leagues, where they basically say that you have to, hold on one second. I hope Bosa doesn't ruin this play. Ooh, nice cut. There's a rule that basically you can't sideline run. So a sideline run is when you're running a ball that's supposed to be hitting A gap or B gap, and then you bounce it out to the outside. And that happens a lot in non-switch leagues. So that's another thing. You can't just run to the sideline on a play that's not designed to go to the sideline. So that's something that you don't see in real life as well. Now, or if somebody's chasing you from behind and you're doing all these zigzags and all this stuff with your running with your ball carrier, that's part of it too. So he comes from that type of league. So his actual stick control, I'm not saying it's not going to be something that I'm ever worried that I think his stick control or what he's doing with his stick is going to be cheesy. Does he know how to use his position on defense? Yeah, he can bait you. He can do the normal things, but he's not doing half of what some guys who are really good at the game at this point in their life with controlling the ball when the ball's in the air, coming back to the ball, making everything seem like it's a high pass, but it's not. There are people who do that type of stuff because of their good stick skills. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. This is blitzing. Screw it. See if you can adjust. Anyway, so the actual part that some people might be questioning, and I can only imagine because I've played so many guys in this league and other leagues, and the good thing about non-switch players, they're going to have really good play calling skills. They're going to know what plays work. They're going to know what are the best plays, as I would call meta plays, right? Plays that are, most effective, really most effective plays, plays that work well, plays that get guys open, plays that get guys separation when they run routes, runs that usually going to get you at least 3 to 4 yards without trying. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be really good play callers, and I've appreciated it. I've also hated against it. If you ever talk to Views, There were times like I played him and I like it's almost like I knew what was coming, and I got pissed off because I couldn't stop it because I just wasn't trying to stop it. You know, when you play in a league where like most of your opponents are just switching it up just for the sake of switching it up, but then you get a guy who's pretty good at knowing what works in what situation. Let's just say, for example, like the red zone. He used to run a play where he ran that jet halfback motioning out, auto motion to the flat, that bubble play. That is really hard to stop. Even if you were a user out there, you know, you're going to get blocked. You could try to play zone. You could try to cheat the play, but it was a hard play. And that used to be one of his top plays down there in the red zone a couple cycles ago. And stuff like that. Even though I knew it was coming, I couldn't stop it. So it made, you know, it was hard to stop. But in general, you know, I was commissioned. I was one of the admin in that league. And I ended up leaving that league as an admin because not because of views necessarily, even though he thought maybe he took it personal. And hold on one second, let me not get my ass kicked over here. So, wow, that was pretty bad. So I should have just played cover 4 zone. It's because a lot of the commissioners within the league also played, like they played with, they did other things. I won't go into the details, but they did things that were kind of sneaky. They weren't really going by the rules of this ultra strict league. So, and you know, behind the scenes, you have some talks about, hey, you know, we should all be doing this if that's what the league's about. And some people just didn't take it that serious. They didn't want to play that serious. They just wanted to have fun. So it was over, you know, and that was it. That's the reason why I left that league. But overall, Views is one of the better players I played, who can get his team in position to make good, you know, basically call the right plays. He knows what works. And then he has enough stick to be able to play with anybody, especially in 2-2-0. And I think the one thing about him is he plays in a lot of leagues. I have a feeling he plays like in 7 leagues. And when that happens, bro, as anybody knows, you get good at the game. You know what I'm saying? That stick control and that all that good stuff that you learn. He's open. Like, is this the PA crossplay? No, it's a different version of it. But anyway, you know, he's good at the game, so it's going to be a combination of calling good plays, good stick, and he is fresh. Like he is not fresh, but he's been playing a lot, so he's not going to be rusty. Like a lot of guys in 2-2-0 who play just in 2-2-0 get rusty, you know. So you're gonna have bum thumbs and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? He's sitting this damn defense, his offense, and I'm right now not ready for it. So anyway. Now, coming into the game, the reason why it's so peculiar to me is that, you know, the guy who played in Pittsburgh before was known ever since I've seen him play for doing some stuff that's just like shady, you know, and I would say shady, but really, as like GE said, the dude called, hold on one second. The dude would, the dude's playbook was just full of, again, like we talked about, meta plays. He had really a whole chock full of like plays that work. And again, you should run stuff that works, but to the detriment that you don't have a scheme necessarily. You might have your favorite plays, but you don't really have a true scheme that represents anything you see in real life. It's just like, okay, I'm going to run a lot of plays where I have a streak going down the middle, and I'm going to have a slant underneath it. And that's my core offense, and I'll work off of that. And then when we call them out on that stuff, this is the old Pittsburgh user of this year. You know, then we would say, you know, then it turned into what GE kind of said, a playbook just full of all the best plays. And it was just, you're sitting there trying to just, oh my God, how am I not going to get my ass ripped, pause, this play, and then the next play. How, you know what I'm saying? It's not like there was very little basic stuff, right? How much I got to run RPO? I got to run read option with a quarterback who can't run because what? Because I'm going to get better reaction from, I'm going to get better blocking, and I'm going to get one guy standing there unblocked, even though I have a quarterback who can't run. You know, that type of stuff. When you're manipulating the game like that, it's just, that's when it becomes not fun, right? And I know for a fact Views is not doing that. I know for a fact. But if there's any complaints or people have problems with stuff, you know, this is where you got to show us the film. You got to talk, and you got to like show examples. And I know how I am. I need to see examples, and I'm gonna definitely listen to people. and I'm going to hear what's going on. I'm not going to just assume that somebody's playing great, that somebody's playing sim. I'm going to watch it. And if I see it, trust me, I'll call that person out quicker than anybody else in this whole league. Little chatter, little things that are said in the public chat doesn't really bother me. I mean, that doesn't hold any weight. It's never held any weight in 220. When people talk about the game and say, hey, you're doing this, and people get mad after games, get salty, that happens all the time. So that doesn't hold any weight. That doesn't mean somebody should be kicked from the league, or that doesn't mean we're doing something wrong in the front office. It's just somebody who may not have watched the game and realized what really happened in the game. I used to do that all the time. I would come into a game after a loss and be salty and call somebody out for something, not like major, but I would throw a little shade, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what Virix did after he got his ass kicked by Views the first game. And it was like, all right, you let it go, Now, if somebody keeps talking about it or it keeps coming up and there's evidence of somebody who's repeating something, then I need to go back and watch it and see if somebody's really repeating something. If they're not, then it's just, somebody who's just, didn't have the right information or got a little bit salty. That happens in video games. It happens in real life and sports too. So I do have a lot of single high looks. I didn't realize how many single high looks I have into this front.
So here's a 1st and 10
I'm going to put this guy in cloud flat. But anyway, it seems like I joked about it, and now Views is running with it, that he's the boogeyman. A lot of people are wondering, oh my God, how's this guy coming in and making and winning? Insanity did the same thing. There's other people in the past who've done the same thing. And when he was recommended to join the 220, me and Shadow Tactics talked about him and told the league, told the administrators at the time what it was. So, and also I think the last thing I'll say on this, and I'll leave this alone, is sometimes there's a pride factor in Madden. And that's the one thing that 220 has always had in the past. So let me just give you an example. I could probably speak it better through example. When back in the day, everybody who knows Big Bucks from back in the day, he used to, he definitely watched every game. That's one of his strengths, right? He used to watch everybody play. I mean, usually this guy. Trying to mess around here a little bit. I'm really, I don't have any real responsibility. I'm just trying to look at where the ball might go. So, and I remember I used to play action. When I used to run play action, I used to play action cancel. This is like Madden, I don't even know. Back in the day. This is like 2012 or 13. And I used to cancel play action because when I worked for the Jets, that's how, when you run play action, you don't actually have to hand, like a straight drop back play action off of a draw action. So if it's a fake draw play or fake ISO play, the quarterback can just flash it and pull the ball back up, because a lot of times those plays, the ball needs to come out quick. So when that happens, so I used to try to mimic that when I was playing video games. I would just get the ball out quick, cancel the play action, throw the pass, go from there. There's other play actions that are called run actions in the NFL, where it's more like those plays are plays where you're going to, let me just kneel this out. Those plays you need to actually show the ball, put it in the guy's stomach, and then set up, right? And the blocking is different on those plays too. But he told me, like, hey, when you do that play action cancel, the screen jumps just like as if it's a play action. And a lot of times, it's just basically manipulating the AI at the time. He said that the linebackers would react the same way, and you're basically treating it like a drop back pass. And even though I had solid proof from my job on what to do versus these things, I stopped. I stopped doing it because I didn't want to win the game like that. I didn't want to win the game with people thinking I'm beating them off of something cheese, meta, whatever words you want to use. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. I want to win the game. I wanted to come out of a game saying like, yo, this dude Geronimo, he had a good scheme or whatever, or his player went off of me. I can't stop mixing. Oh my God. I don't want it to be like you used a tactic. So that's the type of thing. So I'm saying all that to say this. I always felt like when I played, let me get my running back back. I'm running back in there. Hold up. When I play against guys, and we in the league have a certain way of playing, right? We don't want guys doing this. We don't want guys doing that. If a guy is open to it and they're not going to bitch about it, and they are willing to make the changes to it, then they're worth being in the league. And I think all of us in 220 have gone through that, maybe where maybe something was just off, and somebody might have said something to you like, hey, that's a little bit rough, and people who change say, okay, you know what, I'll figure it out. And Hen was like that. That's why I liked him. Hen was that type of guy to be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna find another way to beat you, right? I'll find a different play. You don't like that play, I'll use a different one. And that's the type of guy you want, because it's really about a community. I'm just rambling right here during this game, but it's really about a community, and you want guys to enjoy playing each other. You want guys to feel like it's fun for that hour, So that's where I'm at. That's the reason why I think Views would be a good addition to stay here for next cycle. I think unless he does something really crazy, I don't see it. And I feel like there are certain people who've never been called out for doing a lot of the same things that he did, and people are okay with it. But again, if you talk to this dude and you say, hey, bro, I think this isn't cool or this isn't cool, he will stop. There are players in our league who've won multiple championships where people call them out and they just continue to do it and just say, well, it's your fault. Figure it out. What else am I supposed to do? That's not the right attitude. So that's where I'm at with that as of today. Things can change, but that's where I'm at as of today. All right, so this is going to be a hard game to finish because I think my opponent does not care about the new rule that we have, where if you're down big, don't call timeouts, don't blitz every play. You see, this is a blitz right here. Don't do that type of stuff because it's just going to force me to possibly pass the ball against you, and then I'm going to look bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be tough because I'm probably going to get a lot of cover zero blitzes for the most part. But it's also my job as a sim player to find plays that work against this stuff. So I can't just sit here and be like, well, I'm not going to run into the blitz. There's certain run plays that work better against blitzes, and there's certain pass plays that work better against blitzes. Like this one, he's not in a blitz, but if he was, it's a good pass play versus a blitz. And I think I'm just going to run... let's run something a little bit better. I don't have anything lined up. I'll just run this play. That's alright. Kick a field goal. So if anybody does listen to this broadcast, there's a lot of stuff I said earlier, just talking about the state of the game from my point of view. The state of frustration from my point of view. Oh, let's talk about what happened today. Horrible kick. With Primo and I having a good debate in 221. So in 221 we had a little debate going on about, and it was from me talking some trash in the beginning about how, he said something about how basically he feels like he's going to win a championship, which is good. So I basically hit him back with the, hey, that's cool and everything, but how are you going to win this championship? You're going to win it with playing, are you going to do it with high passing? If you do it with high passing, the respect you might get from it is not going to be the same, right? So I think he took that personal, which I understand. It makes sense. Get Debo down about, hey, that's not against the rules. And he gave me his whole thing on high passing, how he thinks it's okay, or he knows it's meta, but he doesn't feel like it's game breaking. So we had a back and forth about that, right? And let me just get into the right defense here. I really don't want to play cover one again. Let's play cover 3 plus press. I got a lot of responsibility here. Let me focus up on this. I might get some streaks at me. Slow to go. React quick. So, from what I understand, his whole point is that basically the trajectory of the throws from quarterbacks are low. You know what I'm saying? Like, you throw a normal pass down the field, like deep down the field, it should be higher because the ball's going further down the field. And people can break on passes way too easy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where he's coming from. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get that. It makes it hard to throw the ball down the field with success. Like that. See? Like, that's a play where that guy's beat, he's underneath. The quarterback should just put more air on that without a DB being able to play underneath it and stop that play, right? However, the game doesn't allow it. So high passing gives you that higher arc. However, from my point of view, high passing also does... Hold on, let me get into a good defense here.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
High passing also does this to me. It actually, I think personally, high passing, well, not personally, but it's known that the DBs just don't react. So DBs don't react. Linebackers are definitely not going to react. Like, they just stand still. Like, they don't even try to jump. So, but DBs down the field, you can click on to them, and they will just not do anything. Like, they just get out animated. Like, they just are frozen. And then the other thing that I didn't mention in that chat is that it's, well, again, I won't even say it because I think it's just, it could be potentially game breaking. And I think he understands what it is, and I don't want to say it on a broadcast. But overall, I just don't like the idea of using that as your core offense. Now, you can use it sparingly. You can use it here and there. It's all good. But when you make that like what you do on every pass, slants to the flat, over the middle, deep down the sideline, doesn't matter. You're just high passing. You're doing it for another reason besides the trajectory. There's other reasons behind it, and I know what they are. But even if it is for the trajectory, you don't need to do that on every play to be successful. You throw an out route, you don't need to throw it high. Throw a slant route, it doesn't need to be high all the time. Like, is he open? That's part of the football too. That's part of playing football as well, right? So, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. But anyway, so that's part of it. So when I have to change my entire defense, right, I have to call very limited amount of plays because of what you're doing at any moment in the game, you know. If you use it in a certain situation, then it's my job to figure that out. I'm okay with it. And I shouldn't have to call the same defense all game. But if you use it sparingly on any time, 1st down, 2nd down, red zone, all the time, all over the field, 2 minutes, then I'm forced to now limit my defense, and the game becomes mentally boring, to me at least. It becomes now I can only run 2 or 3 things because I have to try to be able to stop what you're going to do. So high passing, okay, maybe I have to play more 2-man. I got to put guys way over the top. You know, I might have to change some settings. I might have to do something, you know, and it makes it tough. It makes the game not fun. And that's fine, I guess, for some guys, but for me, if I'm in a league with guys where I'm trying to play for fun and trying to, like, you know, enjoy the time, I'm not going to enjoy doing that for a full hour, man. I'm not. A full hour of doing that, it's not fun. And I think I've seen people just, like, not enjoy playing the game. They just sit there and just almost quit, in a sense. You know what I mean? So, all right, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a cover 0 blitz here. Trying to think what's the safe way to get. I'll just run stick. Do I have stick out of this? I don't. I should. Hold up. I should. Give me 1 second here. I don't want this game to get out of hand. The next thing I know, the freaking game is down by. I'm down by. He's up by a touchdown. I'm up by a touchdown. All right. If I can get into this other play, I don't have it right now. How do we do this? Oh man, there's a lot of room over there. So that's what I'm trying to say. And I think we agree to disagree that he just thinks that using high pass is not meta or is not game breaking, and I think it is. I talked about using freeform pass. You can get some of the same results by using freeform pass. I think a lot of people know that. I don't know what this is. I think this is some sort of cover 2 here, so I'm going to try this out. Of course, Bosa. Anyway, now the momentum's switching to his side, so I got to pay attention a little bit more in this game. But anyway, so, you know, you can freeform that stuff, and you can get similar results, and I said that requires more skill because you actually do have to time it up. You actually have to press multiple buttons and time it up, so you can't just do it without, maybe there's ways of doing it, but I don't know how to do it. But I just know that you have to use more skill than just pressing L1, right? So that by itself, it means that it's not as glitchy. It's not as easy, so I put it on a different level of meta tactics. All right, it still is meta. I get it, but it's not as meta as just pressing L1 and relying on that. So,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
come on, get back to my guy. This is what I was at. Got all these fucking audibles fucking my shit up. Just get lined up.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this.
But anyway, so that's what the conversation was, and you can win a championship. I think some people right now feel like Views is that type of person. Like, he can win a championship, but they're gonna discredit it because of something. And as long as I'm on the same page of what that something is, I don't see him using high pass. I don't see him doing. I mean, people said that he ran a lot of. Oh, the first claim was he ran a lot of zigs. I mean, I see guys run zigs all the time, but I'm not saying it's the way to go. But I mean, it happens a lot. Enough that if you don't have a plan for that in Madden, it's almost just silly because it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of who, when, what, where. How come we didn't cover this guy? I'm wondering if I screwed up the combo right there. Cover one, I put myself in a zone, and nobody covered that guy going across the field. Either that or he got picked off by somebody. So, again, I'm just calling plays. I don't even know what I've been calling. Let me see. 6, 9, I'm just calling shit right now.
It's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now.
And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take over once again.
See, if that was a high pass, I think if I would have clicked on, I would have froze, and nothing would have happened of that. I would have basically just got caught on. I think if that was a high pass.
It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is.
But that's it for the drama of today. No more. Let's continue to keep on playing, having fun. I feel like this could be really bad. This is on power.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 12. 23 yards for him.
Joe Mixon has a pretty good number of carries this year, so we're going to sub him out. I think he's in the 60% range right now, so we got to keep make sure he doesn't go over.
And you need good blocking up front to gain yardage.
Let's cover 0. Let's see if we can get this ball out to Wilcox again. Oh, that's what we don't need. I should have run it the other way. It wasn't 0. It looked like 0. Good job by him. All right.
How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the football.
I got a huge headache, man. I'm tired as fuck right now. Hopefully the freaking, let's get some. Don't like this double mug look, man. A lot of times guys will get all screwed up on this shit and leave guys free.
Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And able to get this across the 20.
I wanted to hit that dig, but it was Fred Warner over there. I wasn't messing with him. I was not messing with Fred Warner.
And speed, and they catch a lot of footballs.
I don't know if let's see what happens here. Should have known he's gonna run 2-man. God damn. Good.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
I didn't even look at the corner. I might have had that open. I'm not sure.
As he'll kick it away for the second time.
Always hard when you get out to a huge lead, man. Trying to maintain that lead and not make it look bad. Hard. Hard.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You get the big lead defensively. I'm really hearing that underneath stuff.
This is why you want to take the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, complete to right. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed.
I talk through this thing so much, my head hurts, so I'm going to be a little more quiet this end of this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Open man is Samuel.
I don't know how we don't get pressure on him.
Get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they like going to him in the slot. Catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They run over center with Mitchell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Shot 17.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Oh my God. He just ran through the offensive lineman like he wasn't there. You can do it again, brother.
Desperation time here. Lance. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
All right, I'm going to cut off the audio. See y'all later, man. Next game up.
Just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards to the line, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least one thing individually, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Saunders. Got to be a 43-yard punt, but it ended just 33 following a 10-yard return. And now will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's been in the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And the Rams got it. They're bringing Lance. Lance and the Niners steering up here to 3rd and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding who receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Now it's Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't pick the right run as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there in the first down.
That's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And what we just saw there was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him high.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. While that wasn't a huge hit, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Rams on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The jet sweep moves that well. And some determined running there as he picked his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. play of the drive. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.